my God.
First one?
But either one.
Sick.
Neato. Where are we?
We are at Southside Sales and Service.
To do what?
Find my first sled. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is that it? No, just
It could be one of the ones in the, no.
Oh, he said he moved it.
Yeah, we didn't unpack it, so you could do it. Wow, this place is busy today.
Where am I going?
Park behind the silver truck, which is Bruce's.
Okay.
Wow, it's very busy
This
here.
is fucking wild today. I'm loving it though.
So, yep, we are here at
Look at the
Southside. Wow, the new trailer new trailer wrap by 139 Designs looks great. We're here,
Shout out with you.
and Nito is buying a sled.
I'm so excited.
Bruce, what's next weekend?
Next weekend is the Sled Expo in Springfield, Massachusetts at the Big E Fairgrounds.
Yep.
That's been going on for, I gotta be close to 30 years or more. It's come a long way over the years, but we do, when you go to that show, you've got all the different clubs from all the different areas in Massachusetts, which is really cool to see because there's many more than you really realize. There's a lot of small towns that have clubs and they take care of a lot of trails. Now I think this year you're also going to have New Hampshire is going to be there. Maine might be there. There's a lot of different vendors like myself there. And we've done it for just years and years with clothing, accessories, with all the Polaris stuff, showing the newest thing. And then, we also do climb and 509. So with that being said, last year I brought in Rick from Woody's, and he's a wealth of knowledge as far as traction and control. I mean, he's been at Woody's forever, and he was there, enjoyed himself enough that he's coming back. So that's really good for you guys that are going to want to have any questions for him, this and that. And obviously we'll have the products there for, whether it be carbide studs, navigators, all the different things that he makes. So he'll be there. And then this year I also got Jeremy from Speedworks coming, and he's coming out with all his performance products, and we're putting some of the stuff on a couple of the sleds that we have, and we're going to have them right at the booth there. So Jeremy will be here, and I think another one of his buddies is going to come that works with him and be able to give you that information on whether it be intakes or to give a sled more intake or cleaner intake, obviously exhaust, cans, tunage. Tunage is a big thing now with all the torque link or easy link that they use for making more power out of the sleds easy now, just like they do with cars, and all of his clutch kits and all those kinds of things. So he'll be here to go over and answer all those kind of questions with you too, and he's going to be right at the booth with us.
So that is this upcoming weekend, guys. Bruce will be there. I went last year. Unfortunately, I will not be there this year. I have a wedding that I need to, I'm probably, aside from the bride and groom, I'm almost the star of the show. But so I'm not gonna make it, but the whole Southside crew will be there. Again, Climb, Woody, Speedworks, the whole shebang will be in there, and you guys can go over and say hi to Bruce. But make sure to go next weekend. Big E.
Yeah. A lot of stuff there, a lot of stuff to see. It's it's a great time, and you're there all day into the evening on Saturday, and then until 3 on Sunday.
Yeah. So I'll post a link down below. Head on over there next weekend and say hi to the guys. Benito, what are you looking at?
My first sled. Just signed.
You just signed?
I did.
So it's actually official now?
Should have done like a signing. Oh my God.
Don't show personal information.
Sorry.
Jesus.
If they want to come find me, just find this bad boy.
Okay, so he ended up going with a 23 XC. It was a leftover from last year, and Polaris had some decent rebates, so it just kind of worked out, and it was in his budget, and he was able to make it all work and come home with it. Well, not come home with it, but buy it. We're going home with it tomorrow, but we have brand new 850 XC. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited. It literally only took me 3 weekends in 2022 and maybe 1 weekend in 2023 for me to be like, yeah, I gotta get it.
Yeah, so he came a couple times last year and rode some guest sleds that we have up in the up in Tug Hill, and just fell in love with the sport and was like, I think I gotta have one. And a couple weeks ago, he reached out and he's like, I think it's time. And I was like, well, let's go searching. So again, this is, we've talked about the XCs a ton. They come with Fox all the way around, 3-position, 1.3 Cobra track, standard gauge, you could get a 7S if you wanted to, but it didn't. And again, for a first sled for him, this is perfect. But of course, as anything, we can't really leave it alone. So everything's coming off it, and the gray is all getting changed to black. And further on down the road, we'll be doing little odds and ends stuff. But right now, here, what we're doing today is just changing everything over to black. So we have some panels up there we got to pull some pieces off of. And we're going to teach old Benito here how to work on some sleds. Not a mechanic type.
Nope.
But he's gonna learn today. So we're gonna get going on this, and we'll show you guys along the way. You wanted it all black, didn't you?
Yeah.
As pieces kept coming off, he's like, that's got to come off, and that's got to come off, and that's got to come off. So now we're down to these two little trim pieces, which you got to pull this whole thing off because there's these stupid star washer things that we call them that are push on. Nito's learned to hate them real quick. Other than that, we got everything else done. We have all the panels switched around. We have the windshield trim switched. These little trim pieces switched. Like I said, now we're just down to these things, which is the big process. It's annoying.
I'd be way more nervous, but you're working on it, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but he's learning as he goes along and understanding. And that's a big thing that I tell, like, with everyone that's new or even has been around for a while. Like, learn your sled, learn how it works, learn how it comes apart, learn how it goes together, learn how to work on it. So then if you ever need to one day, you're not completely stranded.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miles.
Sorry.
No, thank you for bringing it for us.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
So we're just gonna keep on thrashing. I'm gonna put the battery in it, which is actually very easy since this is off. And then we'll put it back together, get it outside and run it up on the stand. Get it warm a couple times, make sure everything's flowing the way it's supposed to. And
then I sleep with it.
yeah. Nita's gonna be in my house every day because it's staying at my place, just sitting on it. So
I might be doing more. Not saying all the time.
we're gonna get to this sled right here at some point, but not right now. And we have finished product.
That's completely different.
Well, yeah, so that's what it looked like.
Pretty much.
This is now what it looks like. Which, it's not that I hated the look of that, I just think this looks way better.
Yeah, the space gray is not a terrible color. It's just for what we want to do here.
We gotta make everything look different. So now we're at the point, everything's black, everything's checked off, batteries in. So now we're gonna fire it for the first time. So Nito, if you do the honors of holding this phone while I do all the busy work. So we've gone over first fire ups before. Pretty much fire it up, get some heat in it, make sure everything's getting hot as it's supposed to. And that's really good.
Oh, it smells nice. What?
Your sled has 0.0 miles.
Look, it's blue.
It is blue. I thought it was red.
Oh, it was red too?
You might be able to change it. I don't know much about these standard gauges. Like walk around. lot of smoke at first. It's just assembly and then all the oil that's in there. So it takes a little bit to burn that out, and then it clears up a little bit as it goes. When you feel your coolers, everything starts getting warm, so you know everything's circulating right. So get it a little bit hotter, and then we'll shut it off, let it cool down, check coolant, and then fire it up again and do it again. And it's running. Look at this smile.
Good. I know. I was. Oh man.
They sound like such dookie when they first get going, because they're just so loaded up. But then once they clear out, they liven right up. How do you like?
I can't really explain it. Like, I don't think I've ever been like a giddy and excited about this or anything really before.
What you are now?
Yeah. When it's like you put everything on, you take some decals off, you take the panels off, you like take a couple steps back, so you can really glance back at it. It just, God, I'm so excited. Jesse did a good job.
I try. So again, as we kind of go through it, we'll build it a little bit and put, you know, some things on that I put on every single one of my sleds. But Benito Camacho owns a sled. He brought his mustache back just for
I did
this.
bring the mustache. Had to clean up for her, you know. It was a hot date.
So we're back inside. I forgot that I actually had a 100-pound set for the front of this thing. So Nito wins again. He gets a set of 100-pound springs. So we talk about this a lot. XCs come with 80-pound springs. I have my little pointer here, which is there's a reason I have this pointer. That's what they come. XCs come with that. VR1s come with that. Decent amount come with that. Pretty much, we think that they're way too soft on the front. Lets the front end fall down. Puts a lot of the front of the track on the ground. So 100 pounds, you put them in, kind of lifts the front of the sled up a little bit, gets some of the track off the ground. It's going to corner better. It's going to handle better. It's just going to overall keep the sled up better. So this is stock preload on 80 pounds. So before we did anything, I just want to take a measurement here to show you guys. What are we? 18 3/4 to the top of that. So we're going to pull them off, put 100 pounds on, and I'm going to try and leave the same preload and see what it does to picking the front of the sled up. And all wrapped back up, we are went from 18 and a half to 19, or 18 3/4 to pretty much 19 3/4. So we gained an inch. It looks like there's more preload on them because these springs are a little bit shorter. They're like a 1/4 inch shorter than the 80 pounders, but relatively same preload, maybe a little bit more, but it picks that whole front of the sled up an inch. And again, ultimately what we're doing there, and yes, then your A-arms aren't gonna be as flat and there's gonna be more degree in them, which obviously for better cornering, you don't want that. But what it's doing here is, again, just picking up the front of that track a little bit. And once we get this sled home and in the shop, I'm gonna pull a limiter on this and reset that, so we'll go through that. But really it starts with right here, these front springs. So for 1 3/4 body, we have 100-pound springs like we just put on. And we actually now have 120-pound springs, which is really good. So if you are a bigger rider and you're on a XC or a VR1, especially the boost with the extra weight up front, the 120s are gonna be really good. Other than that, she's ready to go home. So we're gonna get this loaded up and end the video off outside. Our man Miles hard at the job.
Oh my God.
What was that?
I don't think I've ever been this excited about anything. Christmas.
No. This is way better than
So much better.
way better than Christmas.
Like, am I celebrating Christmas this year? Or it's not
No.
going to be as fun.
Thank you, Miles.
Away she goes.
Wow, not for nothing. Look pretty good sitting back there.
People are gonna be like, "Why didn't you bring your Nitro trailer?"
Yeah, okay.
It's like,
Shout out to Nitro Curran.
yeah. We almost did. I was almost picking up 3 sleds, and then we would have brought it. But that's it. You want to end the video?
I don't know how.
Figure it out.
Make sure to like, subscribe. Also, shout out to Southside Sales and Services. Thank you, Bruce and the guys. This whole experience was really cool. They made it very enjoyable.
So that is it, guys. We're loading up. We're gonna do some more videos here, so stay tuned. A lot more to come. We're trying to do our best and bring you guys as much info as we can. But that is gonna do it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and congratulations to Nito.
Thanks.
See you guys.